Hello and welcome to day 17. We're getting closer to 1/5 of the practice, 100 days. So I'm so excited. Anyway, let's get started. Today's sequence will be standing. You can have an optional chair. I'll demonstrate that. And we're going to work on today Warrior 2 or Virabhadrasana 2. But let's get started. Find your nice grounded mountain pose. Open the arms out to the side. Take a nice inhale, reaching palms overhead, and exhale, lowering. Continuing as you raise the head, look up towards the hands. Lowering chin to chest, letting yourself arrive to your one pose practice today. Let everything else outside go. Next time you draw the palms overhead, bring the palms together and down. And we'll get started. All right. So today's Warrior 2 practice is a nice grounding pose, helping to build strength, the sense of strength, groundedness into our feet. If ever we're feeling like life's just spinning a little bit out of control, just like mountain pose, Warrior 1 pose, Warrior 2 pose is nice and grounding to help bring us that connection to the earth. All right, so if you'd like to use a chair, you take the chair along the long edge of your mat and bring 2 legs of the chair onto the mat just so that it doesn't slip away. You can always use your hands to help. Again, you're not right on top of the chair, you're a little bit back where your hands can comfortably hold the back of your chair depending on how high it is. And for example, stepping the feet wide sometimes can be a little unstabling, so the chair is a nice thing to use for balance. I'm going to move it off to the side just so you can see my feet and how the pose works. We'll start in the middle of your mat in your mountain pose. Let's start with our hands on our hips, and we're going to practice stepping each foot wide to start. So we'll start with your right foot. Step the foot wide and step your left foot wide. Now, we may not be able to come into our widest comfortable stance doing that, so you're welcome to shimmy the feet as needed. A good start to knowing how wide your feet go, let's take the arms wide. Look to your wrists, and if you were to look down, if we were taking a strap over our wrists, the strap may then touch the ankles. That's about the width that you would like to have your Warrior 2 feet. But if that feels too unstable for you, then you can take them a little bit closer. Let's come back to our hands on our hips, rolling the shoulders back. Turn the right leg, foot, and knee out to the right side so it's pointing in the direction of that short end of your mat. So we'll look down at the knee and the toes. If you were to bend your right knee, you'd like to have that knee a little bit behind the ankle or directly over it. If you find that your knee is really lunging over your toes, you might be able to stand a little bit wider and that knee can come back. All right. Now look at your knee in terms of alignment with your toes. Sometimes the knee likes to crash in front of the big toe. I'll demonstrate this way. So if I'm standing in my Warrior 2, the knee likes to fold forward inward. You can use your hand on your inner thigh to help draw that knee more in line between the big and the little toe. And also it helps if you engage, strengthen those outer hip extensor muscles to keep that knee in alignment. All right, I'll come back to the side. Stay there. You can straighten the leg now just to take a little rest. Now notice sometimes that back hip wants to press towards that back foot. We want even hips. So take the hands into the hip creases and feel as if they're nice and level. And your shoulders are right in line over your hips. All right. Now, when we come into Warrior 2 with that knee bent, again, maybe you iron out that inner thigh. You want to keep your shoulders aligned right over your hips. Sometimes when we're in Warrior 2, we feel like we should be leaning really forward, like that's the strength. Yeah, I feel it more in that front leg. So if you're feeling it more in your front leg, you might be leaning forward. We want to pull the shoulders back. All right, so let's start together. Start with your palms together at the center of the chest, shoulders rolled back and down. Take and bend that right knee. Extend the arms wide. Now when you extend the arms wide, think of the shoulders rolling back, the shoulder blades drawing down the back. And now look at the right hand. Slowly turn your head and look at the left hand. You want to try to have those arms level with each other. All right. Now we'll take and press the left heel just gently back. If you look down at your feet, technically you want that front heel at the middle of the foot, like right at the middle of the arch of the back foot. All right, take and look, go ahead and look over your right fingers. Really feel energy reaching out through the fingertips. Feel a nice grounding of the feet. See if you can lift your toes and wiggle the toes just a little bit. Now we'll come back, straighten that right leg, bring the palms together. So that's the warrior two. We're going to move dynamically through that, moving with the breath as we've done in several other of our pose practices. And then we'll hold the pose for maybe 4, 6, 7 breaths. All right, remember to do what feels right for you. So if something doesn't feel right, if you feel any aches, pains, something that doesn't feel right, come on out of the pose. Let's start together. Legs are straight, palms the center of the chest. Take a nice inhale. As you exhale, bend that right knee, spread the arms wide, look over the right fingertips. Inhale, straighten the legs, palms together. Exhale, warrior two, extend the arms, shoulders back. Inhale, together. Find a nice fluid pace with your own breath. Try not to shorten the breath. Even inhale and exhale. Notice the grounding of the feet and the weight on the feet. So as you bend that right knee, you still should feel weight in that left foot. Let's do a couple more times. Really reaching out through the fingertips. Next time you come to your warrior two on the right side, hold there, gaze over your right fingertips, roll the shoulders back and down. Think of lifting the lower belly up and lengthening your tailbone back down behind you. Feel nice even weight through both feet. Now see if you can just take a little action and scrub the feet towards each other. Make sure that feels okay in your body. And then find several nice full even breaths here as we hold this warrior two, finding grounding, strength, stability, feeling that nice connection of the earth below. Noticing what's happening in the mind. The thoughts are swirling. Can you bring your thoughts back to your breathing, that sense of grounding? It's always nice to check in. That's where the yoga practice happens, when we feel that connection of our body, what's happening in the body. And then on your next inhale, let's come back to center, straighten the right leg. We'll take the hands on the hips, turn the right foot in. I like to heel toe the feet until I can safely step my feet together. Why do I do that? Sometimes when we're wide and we just push off the leg, that might strain the knees. So maybe take a few heel steps to center first. Okay, come back to mountain pose, the center of your mat. Take the hands on the hips. Now if I can remember, let's step the opposite foot wide, taking your left foot wide, then your right. And then we'll start with the feet parallel to each other, inner blades, hands on the hips. Turn the whole right leg, knee, foot in the direction of that short end of your mat. Level off across the hips. Press the right heel just gently back. Now, I forgot to mention, we're kind of in a tightrope walk, right? That front heel is in line with the arch of the back foot. If that feels a little unstable for you, you can step your feet a little wider, like hip width. So I'll show an example from the front. If my heel is in a line with my arch, it looks kind of like this with the tightrope. If I need a little more stability, I can step that right foot wider, so see they're almost hip distance apart. So that's an option to keep you balanced. Now let's start to bend that left knee just to see where that knee alignment happens. Remember, behind the ankle or directly over the knee. If you feel like it's really lunging forward, maybe shimmy that back foot and back out of that knee bend just a little bit. Now, where does the knee align between the big and little toe? If it's more in front of the big toe, iron out that inner thigh, engage those outer hip muscles to bring that knee a little bit more in alignment between the toes. And then think of the shoulders back and down. Lift the belly button up towards the heart. Lengthen the tailbone. We'll straighten the leg and bring the palms together. So just to think about too, our chest is really parallel to that long edge of the mat. If it's a little strain on you, you can turn it a little bit at an angle. Palms at the center of the chest. Just finding what works for your body until it starts to open up without straining or forcing that to happen. Let's go ahead and bend that left knee. Let's start straight. My apologies. Oh, we'll bend. Sorry. Let's come into the warrior two on this side. Extend the arms long. Turn and gaze over those left fingertips. Really lengthen. Slowly turn the head back to look at the right hand. Notice the arms. Do they feel relatively level? Shoulders back and down. Belly slightly drawn in and up. Now we'll start together at the start. Straight legs, palms in the center of the chest. Take a nice inhale there. Exhale, come to your warrior two, gazing over those left fingertips. Inhale, straighten palms together. And the head can follow, gazing at that left hand, bringing it back to center. As we continue for several more dynamic warrior two rounds, feel that nice even weight over both feet. Sensing the shoulders staying right over your hips. And really feeling the nice extension of the arms. Let's try two more. One more time as you come into your warrior two on the left side. Roll those shoulders back. Extend out through the fingertips. Think of the belly button gently lifting up towards your heart as your tailbone lengthens. Find your nice even breath. Smoothly inhaling and exhaling. Notice the toes on the feet too. Are you able to wiggle them without them gripping or clawing your mats? Feel that nice sense of grounding of both feet down into your mat, the earth below, giving you that sense of grounding, stability, strength in your warrior two. Let's take two more. Nice full even breaths. On your next inhale, straighten the leg, bring the palms back together. Hands on your hips, turn the left foot and leg in. Gently heel toe the feet and come to your mountain pose. All right, let's take the arms out to the side, roll the palms up. Take your nice inhale, palms overhead. Exhaling, palms together and down at the center of your chest. You can bow and gaze at your fingertips. Send yourself gratitude today for honoring your body, yourself, all others, and joining our one pose practice. Thank you so much, and I'll see you tomorrow.